welcome to the poker stream. It's 6 a.m. Monday morning. We have some NL50, NL25 tables up. There's not a whole lot out there that's up and running right now. So we're kind of working with what we got. For those of you who are on Twitch, if the chat's not working, flip over to YouTube and let me know, please. Um, I'm not sure what's been causing it, but there has been some issues with the Twitch chat lately. Unfortunate river card here. We just brick off. We'll brick off both straight draws on both tables here. So we're just gonna have to give up. Unfortunately, couple bad runouts. Okay, fold the 10-5, fold the 3 deuce. I'll just get all the streams pulled up and running here before you guys are even loaded in. But yeah, apparently people have not been able to chat on Twitch for some reason. Um, so if that issue is still there and you guys can't chat when you log on to Twitch, just let me know and I'll try to figure out what the heck it is that's going on. There we go. Here. Okay, bump the king seven suited, fold jack deuce off, 3-bet against Ruby Jones. I actually thought he might load into a bunch of our tables. Yeah, unfortunately not. Here we're just gonna go big. There's lots of like gut shots and straight draws and stuff they're gonna call. There's lots of kings they're gonna call. Okay, I'm gonna go spot here. And calling. I don't really think he's ever gonna check raise a jack here. Most of his king X that are beating us are going to 3-bet preflop. So it's gonna be a lot of like 8-9, 9-10, queen 9, queen 10, ace 10, probably 3-bets pre, but like king queen, he might call, oh, that's a good river card for us. He might call king 10 pre-flop, but that's about it. But king 10's not going to check raise, right? Like the whole point of calling king 10 is, and not 3-betting it, so you don't want to get like 4-bet there and lose all the equity that that hand has against my opening range. But I think even in high rake environments, when you're playing heads up, you're supposed to 3-bet those hands more often than not. Okay, we're just going to bet here. King 4 deuce. Does call. Definitely doesn't like to fold this guy. I guess we'll just show down our ace high. We were double barreling anything but a club. And we definitely are 3-betting king queen suited. Definitely 3-betting king jack suited against a 4x open. And we'll just float in with sevens here. If 3-bet can call. 3-bet the nines. Okay. So yeah, okay, queen king. Um, it's weird for him to raise a king there, but I think we just have to get it out of the way, unfortunately. And bottom left here, we'll just take the lead. Okay. 3-bet again here. Brick again. Can't not see bet this board though. Hey, hey, hey. I think we got the barrel again here. And he's gonna shove. He checks. Let's see if we get it alive here. Nice. Okay. So he's just like, yeah, just flopping. And we're gonna ice the queen jack suited. Fold here. We raise calls. Leads this board. I guess we just fold it. We don't really have anything at all on it. Guess we have an open and a back door, but and we'll raise the 5-4 off. Fold the queen 6. I was really hoping these tables would fill. Okay, we're just gonna show down queen high here. I imagine Ruby Jones probably has this cooked. This guy will bet. Ruby will just fold anyways. Okay, so it looks like skip turn card. Okay, all right, hold on a second here. Sorry, we're just typing into the chat trying to figure this out. Okay, we do stab at it. He calls. We're just gonna give up here on the river. Okay. Okay, see if YouTube's gonna get active here. And YouTube's up and running now too. Perfect. Mute that. Thumbs up. When you guys do log in and check out the stream, make sure you hit that thumbs up button. Helps promote the channel. Feel free to chat away. I think we have everything up and running now. Get this muted. Okay. Should be live and well now. We do get 3-bet here. Ruby has not been 3-betting much. Seems kind of nitty to fold the ace 10, but I don't know if he's actually adjusting his 3-bet ranges. Like, because we've played, what, 118 hands so far? Okay. Bump the ace queen suited. Bump the sixes. Not a great flop for us. We're just going to look to show down. He's probably looking for showdown now that he's double checked. Now that the king rolls off, he'll bet a king. I'm sure he'll bet a jack here. Probably bets a jack, probably bets a 9. I guess he bets a jack 9 in air. Heads up's definitely not our specialty. Stealing that often. Bump the ace 5. Okay, definitely appreciate everybody checking out the stream. If you're not on Twitch, make sure you go over there and hit that follow button. If you're not on YouTube, make sure you slip over to YouTube, hit that like and subscribe. It all really does help promo the channel. Yeah, it's a good play. Okay, fold. Ace, king, jacks, tens, jack, queen, suited, who knows? Okay, 3-bet the 5-4 suited. Brick again. The 100 millionth. It's been my life lately, just bricking. Yeah, we're just done with the hand. Tiltedly check fold into the net. Surprised he actually called that double draw. I guess with the straight draw. Back to the drawing board. This guy's so annoying. Let's see what he shoved. Eights. That's pretty hopeful. That's nice answer. Okay. And we will bump the ace 10 offsuit. Both jack deuce. Let's try to hit a flop. Okay, we're gonna see bet here. Double barreling most turns. Okay, goes three bet cold call. We're definitely gonna set mine sixes here. Just getting pure odds to call to hit a six, essentially, in that spot. And we'll just jam ace eight. We saw what he called with last time. One of these days. Actually, this has been Howard's think. Let's hold. No 10. Nice. All right, we get out alive. Heart. Oh boy. Hey, give this back to Terry. Okay. Ace deuce. I think we just have to three bet the ace deuce off here in the bottom right. So it's relatively clear cut that Ruby's playing extremely tight here. So um, probably just need to open our entire range, I would think. He's not three betting, like adjusting his ranges, three betting any of that kind of stuff. I imagine doing anything but opening our entire range would be a mistake. Heads up. Just because we're making money, so much money by him just like folding or letting us see flops, then folding post. Definitely three betting the ace 10 suited here. Take it down. Okay, we got a third villain sitting now. Flip over to the min raise. Okay, flop second pair here. Ruby goes three quarters pot. Okay. And we're just three betting queens. We'll barrel that ace, but we're gonna have to let it go. Interesting when he sizes down though, makes you want to just raise and then shove river. All right, call. Tens. Hold. Yep. Good start. Oh, what in the heck, spade? I guess we deserved it from this last hand here, so hopefully we can chop it. Nice. Can't fold queen six. Not sure if we're gonna play any tournaments or not today, but we'll see how that all plays out. Guess we can load up the Ontario Millions right now. Just the micro one, but whatever. Micro Ontario Millions bounty. Pull that in. So it is Sunday. Tables usually are slow to start on Sunday, but then they pile in. A lot of the time you need to like for table selection purposes, I should say, you need to abandon your original tables when they do start to load in. I think we just call here actually with Packers. And we'll defend the queen. With two overs and backdoors, we're definitely going to call one here. Lead out here a lot of the time with a six because uh, their villains are just going to like check back too often with like tens, jacks, and stuff like that when we do have the straight. So I think we're just going to rep it this time. He has a really wide range. Not sure I like it though against a whale because they're not really willing to like fold tens here or better, right? So yeah, exactly. Trying to get in the fold queens is a mistake. We should just be like check calling turn, and then that would be that. Letting him check behind and giving us the equity, trying to bluff, that's a bad decision for sure against a whale like this. Just because they're never going to fold. So we just end up like giving him, like we just gave him 16 bucks essentially for no reason. Like, do you really think he's going to play 50 VPIP with queens and then when there's no ace on board, like start folding it? Pretty much never. Okay, definitely got ISO with king jack off, fold jack eight, jack four suited fold. Um, I think we call with the nine of clubs. Counterfeit on the river for runner. It's disgusting. I'll just happily show down the nine of clubs here. Nice. Burned with the runner to king deuce. That's gross. Okay, raise the eighth queen. Raise the 10-9 off. And we're just going to value bet here with the jack nine. Pick up some more equity. I think we'll just barrel here. Okay. Okay, check here. Nice. We get the call. Value bet river. Fold the 9-6. Nice. We win with 10 high. Okay. Oh, excuse me. Struggling to focus this one. Okay, fold jack four. Rated three deuce. Okay. Fold the jack three. Fold the queen three. Against a 50 big stack, I'll just call the king jack. We're gonna bump the king jack. We're gonna value bet the jack. Fold here. Fold the 9-6. Fold the queen three. Fold four deuce. King 10, and we'll bump the 8-5 suited as well. If you guys are interested in a poker tracker of any kind, you can see the link and info there. Just below my camera here on stream. And we'll just get the tags in poker stream, hashtag online poker, poker, bing, bang, boom. Okay, and we're just gonna overbet here, fold here, fold here, fold here, bump the aces, and we'll just fold the king seven. Okay. It's gonna be hard to get any value here in the bottom left on a board like this. So we overbet, he calls, like he's just gonna have an ace so often here. And again, unfortunately, we're just gonna have to go with the same line as last time where it's gonna be extremely difficult to get him to fold. And if he does happen to have like diamonds, we're likely ahead most of the time. Okay, we're not gonna let him get a free river card, so we're just gonna raise this up. And value bet the 10 on the river when turn goes check, check. Definitely calling here with double gutters. And I'm just going to fold king, queen. We do hit our gutter. We're going to value bet now. And we will 3x here. Okay, fold jack 6. Appreciate everybody checking out the stream. Fold the 9-4 for the tournament. I guess we let the 9s go here. Like, so this table is just shit. Like, we have a nit here, and Terry Prince will play, I think, plays higher stakes some portion of the time. So, um, not a lot of value here. And then trying to get action against Hockey Nuts just not going to be easy. Given he's at this position where we're going to play the least amount of hands with him. Okay, we just break the jack on the river, so we can definitely call again here. Fold here. Value bet the jack. We block like 6-8 and stuff like that, so. Jams aces, gets called. And binks the jack. A lot of suckouts this morning, a lot of suckouts. Okay, fold 7 deuce, fold 7 deuce, fold king 8. Again, if you guys do swing in, just to even peek at the stream, feel free to hit that thumbs up button. That does help boost it, kind of get it out there. Hard to get a bunch of viewers at 6:30 in the morning, I think, given where most of our views come from. Okay, Ace King Ruby gets it in. Let's hope Darth Shizzy holds. He does for round two. Ruby Jones. The tiny 3-bet-ish. We can still call it set mine with sevens. We are ahead of Ace King now. Well, 4-3 suited. Goes half pot. I think we're just gonna fold here. There's nothing good for us. His equity's like really, really good, even with like King Jack, obviously open enders. Like any like face card has very good equity still against us. And we just brick here and let it go. Careful, Jack 6. Against City here, I think we'll just 3-bet get it in for 20 bigs. And I think we're gonna value bet the ace. Yeah, money's just going in. Probably ace queen or something. Eights, okay, run twice. He did just get sucked on with aces. 9-10 Jack Queen. 8, fold. Nice. Ace or Jack. It's gotta be one in there here on the river. No, not today. Should see bet this flop. Okay. Okay, fold the 4-3, the 5-3, the 10-4. Okay, three betting here with the ace jack suited. Jack 10 off against Ruby. We can just defend here. We can three bet here. Probably better just to three bet realistically. Hold the 6-7. Ruby with the four bet from the big blind. Okay, this just nutted. So no way he's doing that light, like ever. Against an under the gun, open, and a small blind three bet, he's just not going to be light there. It's just going to be like queens plus, like at worst. Maybe tens plus, I guess. Okay, fold queen three. Bump the 10-7. Bump the king four suited. We'll fold the 10-7 off. Fold queen at four. Queen jack raise. Okay, I'll bump the ace king. Given that we have lots of backdoors and that we can continue barreling on, I think we're just gonna see bet here in the top left. Any 10, any queen, any jack are all possible barrels. I think on the queen here, we'll just check, shove a6 suited button. We'll just check back the queen and then call river and or bet river ourselves. Ruby Jones calls. Okay, we do get a great call here from queen nine. So really good spot for us. And we just call the queen. What are we dodging? A queen and a nine. That's a nine. We lose again. I don't know how people play tournaments and don't like lose their absolute mind. I would be going crazy if I played just tournaments all the time. Holy man. The amount of tilt that would come flying in at me. I used to play tournaments at the time. Guess you just get used to it. 'Cause it never used to tilt me back then, unless you're deep. I actually remember one hand, it was like a huge tournament. Up top was like, I don't even know, it was an insane amount of money. It was like 100K. I was second in chips, I got it all in with first in chips. I had pocket aces, they had pocket kings, and they spiked a king on the river, and it was wild hands. We would have been like mass chip leader. Like we could have just folded our way to top three in that tournament. I remember it to this day because it would have been such a game changer back then. Um, like we had like a 3K bankroll or 4K bankroll or something in total at the time, and yeah, first being almost 100K. I had to have been at least 100K, close to it. Um, but it was like some daily deep stat back on full tilt. It was a killer. Okay, and I think we'll just jam here. It's a well played hand, sir. Properly rewarded for it. Fold the queen seven. Being a little passive, yeah, super passive this morning. Feel like we're being passive too. Okay, do spike the deuce. This is a board he should be c-betting pretty much 100% of his range, so we're going to do a bunch of check raising here if he goes 33%. He goes huge, so we're just going to let that go. Super easy to get out of the way on that. The villains are going to make mistakes like that on that board. Just be happy and move on, I guess. We'll defend the king nine to such a small 3-bet. 3-bet the fours here. So this is a board where he's like, should not be going this small, um, no matter what his hand is. However, we don't really have much of anything. If there's a club out there, we could float. I would have made the nizzles almost anyways. Okay, we get squeezed, we can fold. Can't let it get to you when you are getting like cold 4-bet randomly all of a sudden in a session. Don't for a second think you're actually being cold 4-bet light. Uh, you're just running into it. Like that's what's happening majority of the time. When there's like a random discrepancy like that. Although I know people will fall into that because I used to fall into that where I'm like, oh my God, people are 4-betting me light now. What the heck's going on here? It's just not a thing. You're just running into aces, running into kings, running into this, running into that. And if you're not, who cares? It's a random event where somebody's like decided to start cold 4-betting you for one hand. Who cares? Let's move on. Okay, queen nine, jack 10 or 10-9 holds. See if there's any NL50 tables popping up. No, okay, I guess we'll start one for the team. I guess we'll start one. Pump the fives, fold king four. Okay, I'm just gonna readjust the screens here. There we go. And since we only have 7 up, we'll make sure this tournament stays in view. Okay. Just I can put this on. Bring some light in. So Darth Shizzy limp full. Okay, this folds here. I could just doesn't really matter. Okay. Ed won't snap sits when we join. Doesn't see him at any other tables. Might as well open up one more NL50. Why not? We're here to grind. Let's grind. You won't be able to see this heads up battle if we end up with one because it's behind the camera, but you can see our cards there anyway, so it is what it is. But I feel like this is a pretty clean extreme layout. Anybody thinks different, let me know. If you guys would rather just switch over to the one table click throughs, we can try to figure that out as well. Um, seems to work fine. Okay, fold queen three. Okay, we're gonna bump the ace queen suited. Bump the king four suited. We do a lot of checking here. I think I'm just gonna bet though in position against this villain on this board. Comes for the big barrel. Interesting. Random fish floats in pre. limp raises massive. Huh. I guess I peel one. We could fold now, or it'll shut him down a good portion. Yeah, okay. Hmm. I wonder what he has. Well, I think we just happily show down the queen here. Yeah, I think we just show down here. I don't think we turn the queen into a bluff. People are still, what in the heck is that? Limp called aces, let me check. Raised, front door, close. Okay, I guess people still do that. I mean, you won lots. Should have just folded the flop layer wanted to. Okay. Ruby Jones, 3x opens. Just got through with the ace seven, bump the ace queen suited. Okay. Okay, OP Howdy clicks it back on us. This will just defend. Flick it back, pots it. Gonna call. Definitely be up against ace king here. Right. Unlikely now that each side is down. Yeah, we should be more than good here now. Okay. Okay, we're gonna squeeze here with the eights. What are you doing, sir? So I'm gonna raise three ways, raise and I'll float. We three bet, he shoves to 20. He cold calls basically 20 bigs. So we're pretty much just gonna be like set mining here, I think. And we're just gonna fold in the bottom right with pocket tens. Like you just have kings and aces that he was hoping I would three bet, and like I guess we just fold. That is terrible. And super tilting. We ended up losing to it. That was wildly bad. Okay. We will three bet the pocket sevens, and we will bump the queen seven suited, bump the nines. I think we'll check back sevens here. Definitely defend the queen 10, raise the ace 10 off. Okay, so he double checks to us. I don't think really there's too many spots where he's um, double checking like ace jack, king jack here, queen jack, maybe like pocket eights or nines or something like that. Um, Pocket fives, maybe checks twice. I think we just call down ace high here. Gives up queen four. Okay. I am gonna call here with the sevens. That seems wild. Okay, so Jimmy Howlett's been like blasting three bets today. We will get involved here. Okay. We do call. Okay. Check to him. Ugh, gross river. Can we just not, you know? I think we just fold king nine to a 4x open. And we'll just show down here when we bink the seven on the river. Then called 9-8 off. Okay. I think doing anything but squeezing here would be bad with queen 10 suited. Given both of these fish are just likely to call and have really wide ranges. Shell spades can shove here pretty wide though, like jack queen ace king stuff like that. He's gonna shove jacks tens just because I am gonna be late and I'm sure he knows it. Yeah, exactly. He goes like massive though, so he's just kind of letting us get away from our hand. Thing that's weird though is sometimes when people go that light, like that big, and they're bluffing, they'll just like they fold to when you shove. So it doesn't make a lot of sense for him to go that big with like aces. Okay. And we're gonna bet here with the king nine suited. We're gonna three bet the ace deuce suited. I guess we call the half pot, two overcards in the gutter, and we just fold again on the river. Okay, and we're gonna bet here with the ace deuce. Raise the ace eight suited. Okay, he does call. So I think I'm going to check here and then shove rivers. Basically, the reason being that if I check here and he has a value hand, he's going to bet it. And if he's drawing like with like king 10, 9, 10, clubs, diamonds, he'll just like check behind and try to hit. So we have a really clean like check here. And then if he checks back, we just jam river against like recreationals. Losing a lot of pots here though. Okay. Um, pot being 25% of his stack, I think we can just like check shove here pretty happily and get the money in. Okay. And we're going to three bet here with the ace king. Yes, we can run it twice. Thought that was an eight. Okay, good start. King on the turn. Deuce is okay. Next. Fold the 9-3 suited. I'm a little hungry here. Welcome to the channel, everybody. Make sure you guys do hit that follow button over on Twitch. Hit that thumbs up button here on YouTube. And if you're not subscribed, uh, make sure you hit that button. We do stream relatively often. I'd like to start doing longer streams, but for now, it's not really in the cards, just given time restraints and stuff. Okay. And we'll bump the 7-8 suited. Fold the Jack 5. Okay. Okay, you're gonna bump the ace, excuse me, ace 7 suited, bump the queen 8 suited. Okay, just check here, fold the Jack 3. We'll let the Jack 7 suited go as well. Okay, checks back flop. Calls free, checks back flop, calls over bet. God only knows what he has. Hopefully just like a flush draw. Ace 3. Nice. Okay. Fold 60 suited here. If you guys are on the Ontario poker pool, feel free to let me know. If you're watching the stream, feel free to say, hey, I'm playing with you right now. Okay. And I'm just gonna overbet here. Puts most of his like just like rando flatting range in kind of a bad spot. Like clockwork. It's one good thing about this pool is there's some random regs who you can pick off like with a bluff in that spot, but generally speaking, you can get away with double barreling pretty wide because villains will tell you on the river what they have, um, and you can base your river decisions just wrap right around that. Fold 7-5. Okay, bump the queens. It's a good flop. Let me just see bet this 100% even with queens. I actually think GTO goes like bet bet shove here or something crazy because it's you block like a big portion of their calling range with like having the ace queen, right? Because what's their calling range here? Ace jack, ace queen, that kind of stuff. And then I think we just give up here though. Not going to fire the triple barrel here. The reason being is kind of that when he has the flush, we just win anyways. And he's probably not folding ace X, this specific villain. Let's relax there with the king 10. Little hopeful to three bet there with that. So I was thinking of doing a no delay stream and just playing NL10 or something. Um, Streamer mode's disappeared, except for people who are actually given the streamer mode, like whatever from ggpoker. But we have a ways to go before getting that. But if we can manage to find the time, I guess you would say, to grow the channel a little bit more, stream a little bit more, super valuable if you can actually get to that point. Full 5. Okay, bump king queen off. King queen off. Okay. Um, okay, Jack 10 off. We're just gonna call here. Try to put in a decent stream. Go for a check raise here some portion of the time, but it's pretty difficult for us to rep much of anything. And we're going to be three betting the ace king. He does go really small, but yeah, I think we just call here. Given that we call to the big blind, we can't have like aces, queens, ace queen, ace eight suited even. It's pretty difficult to represent. Okay, I think we'll just let it go now. Okay, C bet here. Yep. So the top right table is just action dead. There's nobody's joining us yet. Oh, so about the aces. Rhinoceros defends big blind, calls, flop, C bet. He's not the best villain to overbet bluff on, just because he doesn't like to fold. Fold here, the ace eights. Get led into for full pot. We will let that one go. He does give up here. Okay. Fold queen six suited. Okay, fold, 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 fold. I'll bump the 6-4 just because there's a couple fish in the blinds. A little bit, oh, okay. A little bit loosey goosey here, but it's not like we're eating a sandwich or anything. Okay, I'll fold king seven off. Let's fold set three. For those of you on YouTube, feel free to flip over to Twitch, hit that follow button. Let me know if you can't chat over there still. I'll have to like reach out and figure out what the heck's going on there because I'm not tech savvy enough to figure that out. Okay. And we're just looking to get the money in with deuces, of course. Hopefully it's not 6-7. Jack, cool. Nice four outer again. Got a classic. Still got lots of equity though, so we'll hope for the best. Now, Mr. Howlett has been spewing three bets. We're just going to call the aces here. Not the best of flops. Okay, I'm just going to call. Four is really good. He snap checks. We're going to bet. We'll just float in the ace four suited here. And he checks, and we're just going to jam. Take it down. Actually, I'm not going to say that. Okay, once shovel spades checks back flop, we are over betting turn. He gives up. It's just a board that he's going to be. He'll check back. I think he knows enough to check back with some over pairs there, but a lot of his range is just going to be like ace high giving up. He's not going to bother chasing when we over that turn. And three bet the ace goes suited. Okay, pretty good flop. We're just going to check back on the ace though. Okay, value bet, half pot. Jimmy Howlett. It's actually a pretty big three bet given my open sizing. We'll get out of the way for that one. I'm gonna call here only because Ruby like tank called there, which has thrown me off. Timing tells is one of the biggest tells there are in online poker, in my personal opinion. And Ruby has been known to call like King Queen suited, Ace Jack suited in these spots, which obviously is going to be pretty well given the range that we have. And we defend here, and we'll open the Ace 7 off. I would have some action in the top right table now that you cannot see. It's just the Packers. He's an 18 big blind stack, so nothing too crazy happening here. Once he checks back, we'll just go for value. I don't expect him to bluff. I think the check back's just going to be looking for a cheap showdown. Could be like King Jack or clubs. Obviously not clubs once it doesn't raise. It's usually just like the check backs looking for relatively cheap showdown. So you end up getting checked. There, he might have value bet the ace, but not on the club. If it was a brick river, there might be more of an argument for us to, and we lost our heads up table in top right. There'd be more of an argument to check on the brick because then he would value bet the ace. But either way, it's just one bet. He's going to bet, we're going to call. We're going to bet, he's going to call. Um, so however it plays out, the hand, really not going to change, I think, is what we're getting at. The microphone is unmuted but has no signal. It's got signal. It's working. Careful that. Okay. Let's three bet the ace 4 suited here. Fold the Jack 9. Run into a few spots that haven't really gone our way this morning, but I think playing relatively well. We are going to see bet here. Jingleheimer is relatively straightforward, so if he doesn't have a heart or a pair, he's just going to let this hand go. We don't have much equity here at all, but again, villains are not going to like bluff us off the hand, um, at least not often enough to matter. So once he calls here, one, we can still have the best hand if he has like King Queen, King Jack, King 10, King 8, like with a bare heart. Uh, and I don't think he's going to bluff river because like we're going to bet flop and then we're going to check turn and then a lot of the time it's to call river if we had like pocket tens or something like that. Uh, so he's just not going to bluff often enough. Now the heart rolls in and he checks. I think it's probably a similar principle where he's just looking to check call if he has any heart. Uh, so I think I'm just going to give up with the ace. I don't think we see him folding too often there. Can't fold the 3 deuce, and we'll bump the Jack 8 suited. Money's going in here in the bottom right with King Queen suited. Okay, we're in against fives. Do spike our queen, see if we can hold. We do. Nice. Okay, bump Queen 5 suited. 4 deuce, we'll just fold. So we do have a heads up match going here in the top right against Uncle Rowe, who I'm quite certain has gotten some coaching or something recently. Okay, Jimmy Howlett again with the 3-bet. Jingleheimer with the 4-bet. I'm just gonna let that go. Okay, let me just check here. Snap checks back. So it probably has like ace king, unfortunately. Which means he's just gonna be folding here. Okay, he does call. I think I'm just gonna jam, honestly. If he has nothing, he's gonna fold. If he has like kings and aces that he's slow playing, he's just gonna call. So I think we're just gonna shove it in his face. And hope he actually picked up a hand to 3-bet with this time and doesn't fold. Make the call. Make the call. Make the call. Yes, in. Yeah, fold king 8. And fold 60 suited. Okay. Pick up aces. Oh, come on now. No action with the aces. I think we're just gonna triple barrel here. We have all the big pocket pairs. He has none of the big pocket pairs. That's a disgusting river card. Super annoying. Super, super annoying. He just went runner, runner, runner quads with ace high for the nuts. And raised king queen suited. Hey, hey, hey. It's a lot of hands we just lost. Big hands. Jingleheimer just like super nitty, so maybe blasting there on the turn's not great, but I don't think we can do anything but blast on that king. Um, I guess we float the nines. We have what, 6 outs probably. Getting almost 6 to 1. It's probably not quite enough, but the implied odds are potentially getting all the money. I think I'm just gonna jam here. Uncle Ro's not really the type to slow play the nizzles too often. Like we have lots of 8-9. We've blocked them from having 8-9 and shove. Uncle Ro's like in a gross spot because you have to worry about both of us potentially having it. Honestly, I'm more worried about Ed calling like ace queen. Let's show the bluff. Ah, we didn't get to. Whatever. I'm pretty sure they just watch the channel, or at least one of them probably does. Right? What happened here? We just called king 10. I'm not sure I like that. And we're gonna ice up queen jack. Pick up pocket kings here. Blast that. And we fold the king 5 suited. Sometimes I like to just do annoying stuff. We'll click it back here. Okay, Ruby Jones does 3-bet big into multiplayers. We are definitely calling the king 10 here. Okay. And we're definitely bumping the queens. Fold jack 4 suited. Ruby Jones does cold 4-bet us. He does it with ace king, kings, and aces, and some bluffs. So uh, obviously there's nothing to do here but shove. Just never feels great against pretty tight players. Jack's nice. But we're doing this with like ace 4 suited, ace 5 suited, ace king, ace queen suited randomly. Not ace queen suited very often, but like 10s, jacks, queens, kings, aces, etc. Okay, it's a good run out for the first rip. It's a good start. It's a good turn. Nice. Okay, we'll make 2 pair on the river here. I can't remember if he bet turn or not. Flop turn goes check check. Okay, we're gonna value bet river. Raise 6-7 suited. Half pot, we're just gonna call. Raise kings, defend the 6, fold here. Probably checks aces or something. Queen jack. Yeah, it's nice. Not a great flop for kings. I think we'll just squeeze the jack 8 suited here. Honestly, I'm getting tilted. This L25 table's tilting me. All right, I'm just gonna take a quick break. Be right back. Won't be long. Just grabbing something to eat. Tournament's just gonna play through. It is what it is. Yeah, we We're back, everybody. I'm just gonna eat, and then we'll put the camera and microphone back on. Okay. Well, we're just gonna squeeze this, and we'll check here. Okay. Looks like tables are up and running. That's up and running. Good to go. Here. Obviously, we're just c-betting this. Blocking king queen. We're blocking ace king. Murloc, not the one we want falling here. I think we're gonna probe small one more time. Try to get Murloc out of the hand. Nice. Now we just hope we hold against Packer. Man. Jump. All right, bump the king jack. Did spike the queen, but well, yeah, playing four bigs. What a big win. All right, aces next hand. See if Packer continues. Okay, stays in the hand at least. That's a start. Uncle Ro is going to squeeze me a ton light here. And we're just gonna see bet. He raises. All right, money's going in. Nothing else to be done here. Let's see if this hand wins or not. Okay, running it full here. All right, fold king eight. What's going on here? There's the hand we care about. There he goes. Fuck. Man, this guy. Deuce or an eight. Get out of here. Good lord. Hey, yeah, yeah. I throw one of these out there. Okay. All right, let's try again. Okay, we're going to be defending the sixes here against Uncle Row. That's a pretty good flop for sixes. And we're going to have to squeeze here. Okay, Uncle Row checks back. We're going to tiny bet here because he's going to call ace king, and then we are going to check river. I'll just pull the hand over here. So he three bet pre, we called. He checked back this flop, 8-3 deuce. We tiny bet turn. Uh, he calls, and we're going to check call river. Queen's not great to see, obviously. We lose like ace, queen, king, queen now. The nine. If he went bigger, I'd be more likely to call. It's just like he's gonna have like queen, jack, king, nine. Okay. I'm surprised he went that small. Honestly, it almost worked. Getting a fold, thinking it was clearly a value bet with a queen. Uh, we'll take the win. Okay. Bump the queen 10. Check here. Fold jack deuce. 10-4. We are going to call the queen 10 against such a tiny three bet. Okay, we're going to fold the 10-6. Three bet the queen 10 suited. Something feels weird with the camera. Really far away or something. But anyways. Here, fold king 3, the 6-4. Okay, money's all in, bottom right. Good start. Okay. Yeah, I'll just get out of the way here. Okay, grid 7. Yeah, we'll just show it on the 7th high. Or 7, sorry. Fold 9 deuce. Just gonna be like king 10, jack king, queen king most of the time there. Over jack 8 off. We'll try again here. Okay, fold to the four bet. We overbet. Somehow this guy calls. I guess we just check here. I don't even know what to say about that hand. Yeah, fold jack deuce. Fold the eight deuce, fold the nine deuce here. So the Micro Ontario bounty ends with two players. We are 3 of 5, with an average stack so far. So he floats in, calls flop, pick up more equity. We're gonna barrel turn here. Calls again. We're just done. 4 5, ace 10, something like that probably. Okay. Oh, the three. Don't do that to me. Fold the 10-8, fold the king 6. Hey, chat is working. We will call here with the ace 3 suited. There's 3.5 big shove. Okay, we'll fold the 8 5 off. Fold the 3 deuce. Okay. Could squeeze here some portion of the time. What happened on that last hand? Who ended up taking? Jack 3 with the runner straight for the win. Nice. Okay, we're gonna value bet here. 3 bet here. Call the shove here in the bottom right with the king. Okay, fade the clubs. Nope. Not sure why I thought that would happen. Okay. On this board, I'm just gonna go big and shove turn in this spot, I think. Deck sometimes, half pot sometimes. Fold 6 3, fold 7 deuce, fold 10 9. We are gonna shove the ace. Okay, gonna bump 4 3 suited. Fold queen 10. Okay. It's probably another NL50 table, I would imagine. Oh yeah, there's a couple of them. Or there's one. Annoyed that I missed out on it. A7 to cut off. Sorry, A8's to cut off. 6.5, 3 bets. Call here, fold here. Okay. We defend here. And we'll fold the king jack off. Okay. Check calling here. Good turn card. We now have at least 4 outs. He checks back. I don't think he wastes flush checking turn. I think he's going to value bet it. So probably has a good portion of some sort of showdown value. 7, 8, 8, 9, pocket nines, sometimes like jacks, queens, stuff like that. Most of the cards that are like most of the jacks, queens, kings, aces are going to value bet twice. Possible he checks back turn knowing that I'm going to value bet a 10 and then he bluff raises river or has like pocket sevens here. I am going to call this one though. Queens. That's unexpected. I don't think I'm a big fan of the queens there. Could be just player specific against me, knowing that I'm going to call him light once it checks back turn. We're just going to go small on this specific board. Seriously? Can only run into it so many times here. Okay. Bet, bet, bet. Ace on the turn's good. And jam river. Folds. Okay. I feel very focused this morning. Appreciate everybody checking out the stream. If you are on YouTube, make sure you hit that thumbs up button. And if you're watching over on Twitch, hit that follow button. If you haven't been over to Twitch, feel free to jump over there, hit that follow. All helps promote the channels. We're going to fold Jack 5 suited. It's the okay, bump king queen off, fold 10 deuce. We'll just defend the jack 10. We do 3-bet at some portion of the time as well. I think we'll throw out a 4-bet here. Button versus cut off with king queen off. No action with the aces. Oh, I want to shove here so bad. Damn, he does have aces. How do you give me trick queens? Jackball. Jackball. Trip queens with the ace. Come on now. Turd. How many times have we stacked to him now? I guess a bunch. Lost a couple stacks at this table. Well, we did that to ourselves. Okay, full shove Jack 10 suited. Turned it. I don't know why I pretend like Ruby Jones does anything but have the nuts. And we're cooked. Yeah. GG's as usual. Man, I don't know how people play tournaments. They are so rage infested. Like this guy fucking binks the flush. I don't know. They just holy they ever tilting. They are tilting. All right, call the fives here. And we lose to ace seven. It's gonna be one of those days. Turning in one of those days. It was going pretty good. Oh, let's bink and hold. Just gotta whine a little bit and you'll be good. In case you're ever wondering how to turn your run back. Just go runner boats. Finally stack this guy for like the 100th attempt. Oh. Okay, we're just gonna c-bet here. Balls. Alright. Well, we're just gonna give up way too many ace X in his range here. It's not all of his range. He's gonna have some king X. Also, we lose to those. We do block like ace queen, stuff like that. But he's just gonna have like ace five or something random way too often here. Sixes is not a call on that flop. Glad he didn't bluff it though. It's okay to float that if you're gonna blast when I check to you, but ace king off, we cold four bet, or we four bet out, we call mix basically when we're opening early position and get three bet. All right, okay. Jack four fold, four deuce suited fold, six deuce fold. We're gonna bump the jack 10 suited. We're gonna ISO the ace eight suited, bump the ace 10 off. And we'll pull up the poker graph for fun. Fold the eight five. We're gonna value bet the 10 here. Work another flop. Ruby Jones cold calls his pocket tens. Okay. Check the 9-7. I'll be happy if we're even right now. I know we've won a couple stacks. We've lost a couple stacks as well. All right, let's find out together, shall we? Do 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 do. Down 60. Just yeah, it's been an up and down day. It's felt like that too. We're just bricking so much. I actually thought we were up though at one point. Guess we went down a stack, wrote it up, dropped off. That was that. Okay, turn value bet's 9. Club, check, check. We just have to call booster C. Oh my fucking god, bro. God, that shit's tilting. Raise the ace suited. Three bet the queen jack off. This guy is just a giant dom fest. Not happy about diamond on the river here. Guess we're happy enough about it. Wow, that was tilting. He called the three bet with 6-3 offsuit. Is that what happened, or did I? limp call, oh, 6-3 suited. Either way. Holy fuck, that's tilting as shit. Woosah. Okay, fold king four. Fold the jack deuce off. Fold the 7-8 off. Okay, fold the 7-8 off. Okay, bump the sixes. Fold the 9-5. Okay. Okay, fold 10-7 off. Okay, three betting the aces here. Check the 9 deuce, fold the king deuce. And we're just c-betting here with the ace 9 suited. Okay, we get cold called by the Hun. Leads into us. We're just going to call. Wow. Oh, thank God he checks. Yeah, I don't know if we shove river there or not, but we don't really beat much of anything. Ace, queen, king, queen, I guess. But a lot of his cold calling range is like ace, queen, ace, king, tens, jacks, queens for a lot of the fish out there. All of which have like sets and two pairs and or are the nizzles. So I think maybe value betting, but once he checks, he just doesn't have those hands. So we should probably shove there and hope he just calls queen X. Sure. 6-3, ace 8, why not? Fold 5-4. Let's just check this hand here. It wasn't there. Not sure which table that was at down here. Yeah, raise, three bet, cold call. It's just too often tens and jacks. We just don't beat enough here. Don't think we can value bet that. I'm not sure. Cool it by the old 6-3. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Yeah, you do love that, don't you? Okay. We'll defend the king three suited. I'm just gonna check back the ace queen here. And money's going in. He hasn't snapped, so wow. We are going to check raise here if he see bets, which he will do pretty much always. And we're going to pair off here. We'll go five. Check raise here. Okay, it's a good turn. We're just going to keep attacking him. And yeah, no slow playing here in the top left. We don't block anything. Ace, queen, ace 10, queen 10, tens, queens, aces, etc. Okay, we do flop a set here. Bottom pair, bottom set, so we're just blasting. Spades call, ace X calls, etc. And we're gonna overbet. He folds. Okay, fold 10-8 off. Fold Jack 6, fold 10-deuce. Okay, we'll fold the 8-4, the 10-5. Probably be ending the stream here shortly. And